Hello travelers, we got the preview for 5.3 version during the 5.3 live stream from Genshin Pet on Friday. So Incandescent Ode of Resurrection, that's the actual name for this update over here. This will conclude the actual Orphan quest for Natlan, the main Orphan quest. We will get some more later on the track, but the main Orphan quest will be completed during this update over here. I'm looking forward to this one. I was mentioning this one from the launch of 5.0 that this is the one I had been looking for. And Mavuika over here. So we got the banners. So let's go through the banners. I'll just give an overview and then we'll go for the in-depth thought of mine. So Mavuika and Citlali will be available during phase 1, and Olakino and Chlorine will be available during phase 2 for the banners. So I will be going after Mavuika on both of my accounts. Since it's a guaranteed one, I will be going after Mavuika on both of my accounts. I need her there on both of my accounts, and Citlali will be mostly on my first account. And then we have the Chronicled Wish banner, so featuring Luvicatus. So I will go into more in depth soon, but I'll be going after Shenhe and her weapon during the time. So it's gonna be in a rough 1 month ahead of me. So I have to like farm like crazy hard. So the farms which I have done for C2 Nahida, right? So that's the last time I have went crazy for an character. So the same thing will go after Shenhe. I'm pretty sure I'm confident I will get Citlali and Mavuika either one of my accounts, but I will go after Shenhe and her weapon. So Ganyu is there. It's kind of nuts. We'll go through the one soon. So over here, I'm kind of at the actual main page. So the Incandescent Ode of Resurrection actual update page over here. We'll go through stuff over here. If I go this way, yeah, there you go. Mavuika will be available. So let's talk about Mavuika. So I was I was having skepticism when she was announced first. So all the Natlan characters, they resemble to some of the other characters from the other nations which we already have. But Mavuika, as soon as Natlan kicked off, 5.0 update kicked off, I wasn't worried. I wasn't paying attention to those actual resemblance of other characters. Instead, I was focusing on more about the story and the quests. So the actual storyline is pretty good. So that's what made the actual what's the one? The actual copycat of characters, copycat design of characters. That doesn't make any sense anymore. So since the characters very good, like storyline is pretty good. Character as well. Give me a second. Yeah, the actual characters are pretty good, and they designed the storyline and the character. Character interactions are pretty good in Natlan, so I'm not worried about this one here. But the main concern for throughout Natlan is the lack of voiceover for some of the characters especially for 5.1 and 5.2. So that's now I think that's now has been resolved. We don't need to worry about that anymore. So now we have Mavuika over here. She can act as a main DPS, like a on-field character or off-field support character as well, and she will ride a motorcycle. It's not on. It was available throughout the leaks from the launch of 5.0. But look at that helmet. I never expected that helmet to be the part of her elemental skill. So that helmet will be available during the part of elemental skill. As I was mentioning that her elemental burst will feature the flaming hair, but her elemental skill does have that hair as well, the actual flaming hair over here. But the flaming hair will be pretty much visible during the elemental burst. I was saying during the part of 5.0. Throughout the live streams which I've done on Sundays for 5.0. So pretty good anyway. So look at this. So she's like a black flipping her motorcycle during an elemental skill. It's pretty much insane. It's totally badass. That's what I keep saying about Mavuika from the beginning. She's totally badass. And the actual combat skills and her character looks pretty badass. Just as expected from the Pyroarchon, the strongest character in all of Natlan as of now. Not character, strongest human, whatever it is, you can able to call it. So Tevetian, whatever it is anyway. So she's the strongest. She's an Archon character, that's for sure, but she's human, right? So she's not unlike other Archons, so who are kind of pretty much strong on a different level. They are on different level compared to Mavuika, but she's a powerful character. That's for sure. Then moving on to the next banner. So that's the actual stuffs for Mavuika. So should I go for more? No, I don't think so. I should be going for more. Let's cancel this. So you'll see some Sumeru music going in the background since I opened up the game. So that's the actual Sumeru music going in the background. Then we have Citlali. So Citlali, I thought I will be going after Citlali as soon as she got revealed early on during the 5.0 trailer. She was revealed during 5.0 trailer, right? And I never expected she should be an would be an she would be sorry yeah she would be an cryo user as well as an catalyst user. I thought she will be an sword user, like a 10 days back too. So during over a couple of my live streams, I was saying she will be a sword user, and the actual sword they have given from 5.2 special event, yeah, I thought that sword will be specific to Citlali, but unfortunately that's not the case, and Citlali is a catalyst user. That's pretty much weird if you ask me, since she kind of resembled as a sword user, but here we are. So Citlali will have a couple of her it's kind of an summons, if you call them. Yeah, she has two variants of those companions anyway, and she will use them. One of them will act as a mat for flying around, and the one for attack enemies, but both of them can be used as used for attack enemies. And she will give an cryo shield just like Layla, but I was worried about Citlali elemental skill and her combat skills overall, but it's like she will resemble more like Layla over there. But then actually when I went through the actual sorry, there is an friend request coming out, so like co-op mode request right now in the game. Anyway, so Citlali over here kind of looks like an insane character over here. She gives you an she'll be a great outfield support, that's for sure, and she will give you an shield as well as a powerful AoE. I think it looks like an AoE there, AoE elemental burst over there, and she will come in handy while explosion. There you go, that's very good. And also, if you have watched the live stream for what's that one 5.3 reveal, you will see this one over here. This one the transition between Citlali and Mavuika, it was pretty insane. That's a good point to note. And Citlali, look at this one. Whenever she uses an elemental skill or elemental burst, she will have her like what's the one? Face. There you go. So that's the face I've been talking about. That's pretty good. So they have mentioned during that live stream. It's pretty good anyway. So it kind of goes with the actual character. Then moving on, we have a 4-star character. I never expected a 4-star character of this design caliber will be a 4-star character. There you go. So Lanyan, so Animo character, I have a clear idea how to use her at the moment, and she will combine really well with the likes of Farzan, Wanderer, and all those characters, and she will be insanely powerful if you know what you're doing with her. She's like what 4-star variant of Chaska, you can actually say it. She's a combination of different characters, that's for sure. So she will work very just like with Chaska, and also she will provide a shield. So we have 2 shield characters coming up now, so with Citlali and Lanyan, but she will be pretty good, as you can see. She does have a weird not weird, so very specific and unique weapon over here, and that weapon will be visible throughout your battle. That's pretty good anyway. Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, we don't have that weapon as an 4-star option. That's unfortunate. Anyway, so there you go. There she's a shield user, and also she can able to launch. She will use a backflip and kind of attack the enemy, and while she is protected by shield, and she can able to infuse her shield with the elemental reactions, and it can have the a single element type. So the shield can vary, just not like animal, so she can able to go for a different element too. So the shield can undergo different element reactions and have different element while you are in combat. So you will have electro or cryo. If you interact with the electro, it will change into electro. The shield will change into electro. That will absorb more electro damage. And if your shield comes in contact with the cryo, let's say, so and that shield will be converted into cryo, just like with Layla and Citlali, so that shield will be powerful. Yeah, that will come in handy. So we don't have the actual details for how those things work. So what are the recommended, let's say, HP, whether she scales on HP or elemental mastery, which we have to see. I think it's elemental mastery, since her kit kind of revolves around interacting with the elements, right? So it's better to have elemental mastery, I think. So then we have Olakino and Chlorine. So I have talked more about Olakino and Chlorine. I don't have, yeah, so it's not worth mentioning them more, but they'll be available during phase 2, and I will be going after Chlorine on my second account if possible. So if I don't get Citlali on my first account as early as possible, probably I will get Citlali on my second account, since I have plenty more primogems there. Probably I should go after both of those characters, so like let's say Mavuika, and I haven't decided that one. I will run a poll during Sunday's live stream. So today's live stream, that is. If you have missed that live stream, maybe you can pin down in the comment for that live stream. Yeah, I will run a poll for this one here, whether I should go after Citlali as well, along with the Mavuika on both of my accounts. But I'm very, yeah, I have to see the actual gameplay, like once I get the character trial, then I will decide whether I should go after Citlali on my second account or not. But that's the one. Then moving on to chronicled wish over here. So we have this one. I'm kind of very yeah, not not fully into this one here. This is a disgrace to the actual characters which we have in throughout this banner, and the characters which we don't have in this chronicled wish banner over here. So Shenhe and Ganyu, they are one of the powerful characters, kind of. Now, when Shenhe got launched, people were worried that she's not a great one. But as soon as we got more characters and people realized how powerful she can able to get, like act as a sub DPS. When you compare combine with Ayaka and Ganyu over here, she will become pretty good, and also Rightsley can get benefit from Shenhe. So the disgrace for choreo characters is pretty visible now. So I don't know what they're thinking anyway. So especially Shenhe had only one rerun after a launch in during what, 2021, I think. Yeah, 2021. So it's what, 2024. She had only one rerun so far. That's way back in 2022. So now we hadn't had Shenhe for nearly 1.5 years. That's pretty insane. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember the one, but she was out of action for so long. Same goes for Ganyu. Ganyu was available during, let's say, 6 months after the one when we had a Hayaka, right? So that's when she was available, I think. But I'm not really sure. But she was out of action for so long too, from the banners actually. Then we have Tartaglia. So the thing is, they should have included Cloud Retainer over here. The thing is, Cloud Retainer had, even though she featured like a few banners before only, but now we have Lantern Rite coming up. It's better to include a Cloud Retainer instead of Baizu, or just Koching or Kishi over there. That's my primary concern for this chronicled wish. So I'm not kind of entirely happy for chronicled wish, but for this chronicled team wish over here, it's kind of a disgrace for when including this kind of characters in this kind of banner over here. They'll be what available for what, and also you have to go after Mavuika. I'm kind of ranting about this one here. It's kind of pretty bad. So we have Mavuika, Citlali, all like, you know, Chloride. Those are powerful characters as well. And then on top of that, we have Shenhe over here. So yeah, this chronicle wish is pretty bad, and also you won't be getting the weapon as well. So you have to do a lot of work. And Shenhe wasn't featured, as I mentioned before. She was out of action for 1.5 years, and now they are throwing her in a chronicle wish instead of in a dedicated banner for her. It's pretty tough in a way. So for players like me, so I went after Shenhe C1. So I thought about going after. I was mentioning this one for, throughout my live streams for the past few months, that I will be going after Shenhe and her weapon as soon as she got released any banners. Now she is featuring in a Chronicle Wish. It will make life harder for me actually. So even though I'm not going to spend money, that's for sure, since I don't think I will be spending money. If I get plenty of views during the 5.3 update, maybe I will think about spending money to get Shenhe under her signature weapon. So C2 Shenhe is pretty good, so I will be going after her, as well as I already own C1 Shenhe on my first account, and I will be getting her weapon as well. So the Calamity Caller weapon is pretty good, so I should get that weapon now. Then Ganyu, I already own Ganyu, so but Ganyu is pretty insane too, instantly powerful as well. And the thing is, they have included same applies for Ganyu as well. The thing which I talked about Shenhe now. So same applies for Ganyu as well. Even though Ganyu was featured sometimes like a lot more times than Shenhe, but including Ganyu here is pretty bad. Ganyu is a very you can use her as a sub DPS, which I'm doing right now, or you can use her as a main DPS in your party. So that's how Ganyu shines in a way. Usually you can use her as a charge attack character, and her charge attack is pretty powerful in a way. So but I use her as an sub DPS overall. Then we have Zhao and Tartaglia. So you guys might have seen it. But the main concern for me for this Chronicle Wish banner is Baiju. Why you have included him? So he had like 2 reruns already, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, so I'm not entirely sure. But I have seen his banner pop up here and there. Even though I was totally into Baiju when he got first launched, but Baishi had reruns like crazy fast when compared to the other characters, let's say Shen and Ganyu over here. He was featured in more like a lot of banners recently. So the inclusion of Baiju when compared to the characters like a one rerun for Shenna, no rerun for Cloud Rerunner, it's pretty tough anyway. It's a very hard decision. What they were thinking, I have no idea. Probably they instead of including Cloud Rerunner, they put in Baiju over here is due to the fact that they want money from us. So that's what the actual company looks after, right? So the money, especially the money, and also the player count. So if you have more player count, more people will spend money, right? So that's how the game this game works, in my opinion. It's different too, but in my opinion, if you ask me, that's how this game works. So they have included Cloud Retainer. Mostly I think the backlash will be there, since Cloud Retainer is so powerful character as well. And the inclusion of Cloud Retainer, Shenna and Ganyu, that the family there, that would have been great. That's my primary concern. Yeah, that would have been great in this chronicle division. So probably the theme would be pretty much good too, but I see the option of including Baiju over there. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is the actual weapons over here. Primary Jade Cutter, Summit Shaper, right? Yeah, the Unforged, and then Calamity Queller. That's the one I will be going after. Then we have Primordial Jade Wing Spear. What about the actual weapon for Ganyu? I think it's over here. Yeah, there you go. It's over here. Jade Fall Splendor, and then Memory of Dust, Polar Star, Emma's Bow. So those are the actual Chronicle Wish weapons available now. Then moving on. Yeah, that should be it. So then we can go for the version content. So now we'll have my rant is over now. So now we have the hyped up things coming up now. So Hu Tao's skin is available now. So it will be it's a premium skin, and it will be available during the actual Lantern Rite, I think. So or after the 5.3 update, I'm not actually sure. But Hu Tao's skin there, premium skin will be available. So there you go. It's an Fontanian design. That's how it looks, pretty unique when compared to what we already have seen in the Liyue. I think they haven't mentioned the actual tailor who have made this skin, this design over here. Then we have Xiangling's outfit, so that will be available for free. If you partake into in the Lantern Rite, you will get that one for free. So that's a free skin there. So there you go. So that's Xiangling one. So Xiangling and Hu Tao being friends for so long, and they made made outfits for each of them separately. There you go. And then we have version events. Lantern, yeah, the springtime charms. You will get the Xiangling outfit as I mentioned before, and we have seen there. And then we have a lot of things coming up now. So during the Lantern Rite, so there you go, a lot of events there, and that will take up some time, and that will give you a lot of premium gems. You can go after Mavuika or like depending on whatever choice, or you can go after Chronicle the Wish banner too, and you can do like invite and 4-star character for free. So those are the things available for the actual Lantern event. It's just similar. So we got a lot of free 4-star characters available during Lantern Rite. I'm kind of totally hyped for Lantern Rite. So we had Yayo, Gaming, and then we have what's that one now? So we have Lanya now. So Lanya, is this the right name for her? Yeah, Lan. Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure with the pronunciation there. If I get it wrong, sorry guys. Let's move on. There you go. Emblem of Steadfast Valor. She is battling a Beetle Battle Bowl, and then on the Trail of Behemoths. So those are the new events available now. So these two are combat, I think. No, this one is exploration, I think. This one is Beetle combat, where you can go after enemies now. So Abyss mages and all those stuff. So that's pretty good. So Beetle going after those things in a way, that'll be pretty good now. So I'm curious about this event over here, even though I don't like Beetle event that much when compared to other events out there. But I think I'm happy with this one here. The introduction of Beetle Battle Bowl in Liyue on the previous one was a surprise for me, and I think this one will go after other nations now. On the Trail of Behemoths, so it's a combat event, as you can see, it will be an insane one. I think it's a tough challenge. That's what I heard from the actual live stream. Can't remember, but I think that should be it. Then we have, you can listen to all the albums now. Yeah, I think in Monster Stanza, the bots heartfelt performance catches you and pay much attention. Okay, where's the one? I can't see the one. I think you can interact with the. Is it here, or I think it's Rena Sita from I think it's, yeah, there you go. So those are the albums available now. Is there anything else? I think that should be it now. Yeah, I think that should be it. So the important thing regarding this update is Hu Tao's premium skin and Xiangling skin, and then we have the new characters over here, Mavuika, stand with Mavuika, and then we have Citlali. So let's talk about the Orphan Quest, where we will get the actual pyro element for our traveler, which will be good. And also I want to note note this one here. I've been checking all the trailer one over again. There was no sight of Lumen. What that means, I have no idea. So I'm kind of speculating. This is my own speculation over there. So we had a different different, what's that one called, different variation between Lumen and Ether, while they're using their anime abilities, right? So I think that will be the same. That will be the same for Lumen and Ether. That's my opinion though for the pyro element. So we haven't different slash coming from if you have check the actual live stream. So there was an a main boss fight where the traveler goes after the main boss, and he does have a huge boost when you are facing up against that boss, right? Yeah, if you face up against that boss, the new weekly boss that will be, I think. So I can't able to remember the name. Wait, they haven't mentioned that one, right? There is no mention of those new bosses there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So we haven't seen that kind of addition in the game so far. So where for a specific weekly boss, the actual traveler will have an advantage. This is the new one. And also Mavuika joining hand with the traveler during that boss fight. I'm kind of hyped up for the one. I wonder how that one will feature. So it will be very similar to what we have for Sumeru Orphan Quest, where Nahida helped the traveler at the end, and we had a great help from Nahida, right? She was giving us an off-field support for us in that one powerful buff anyway. That's one of the reason Nahida was so powerful in the entire game still now, and I think Mavuika will be an on-field powerful character. We'll see how that one turns out, and I think Mavuika and Citlali will pair really well. And if you are not going to get both Mavuika and Citlali, then you can able to combine Mavuika with the characters like what's that one? I totally forgot her name. The foster character, or you can able to combine her with Moalani, Kachina, yeah, Kachina or Kinich. So those characters can combine really well with Mavuika. But if you ask me, I think you can able to create a Citla like a powerful team with Citlali and Mavuika. That's what I'm going after. We'll say more about the one later. Then we have a Lanian. So she will be a great addition to anime users, right? Yeah. So going for mono anime team. So I'm usually using a mono anime team, right? So I wonder where she will fit in that mono anime team. So I'm curious about that one. And also she provides an anime shield. This is the first time we are getting an anime shield based character. So like a shielder in the shielder character, anyway, whatever it is. Anyway. Yeah. I think that should be it. So those are the actual thoughts of mine. So going on to this incandescent Ode of Resurrection 5.3 update for Genshin, but I'm totally happy for this one here. I don't sound that much hype anyway, but I'm taking a lot of rest now so that I can able to go for this one pretty hard during January. So since we have this one 5.3 version for Genshin, but then we have 2.0 version for Wuthering Waves coming right after this one. So we have the actual update for 5.3 January 1st. Then we have January 2nd Wuthering Waves 2.0. Then in 10 days time we will have 3.0 for Honkai's Trial. The month will be pretty much huge anyway, so I'm kind of looking forward how I'm going to deal we'll go through those first 15 days of the month anyway. 15 maybe 20 days, we'll see how it goes. If the channel gets a huge hike, I'm expecting a huge hike on the channel, so let's say looking forward to that one. I will be posting a video separately for that one later in the upcoming few days, and then I'll talk about more there. And if I get plenty of views, maybe if I don't get China before the last day, maybe I will go after paying some money for the game. I will see how it goes. You guys haven't seen me pay for the game, so as of now, but I have done what's one called? I totally forgot the name for the one. Valkyrie Moons, yeah. So 2 Valkyrie Moons on my first account. That's the actual thing I have done for the entire game so far till 3 years of my gameplay. Yeah, I haven't spent any more money. After that. What's it? It's the version 2.5 or 2.6. Can't remember. Somewhere on the mark. Yeah, it's way back in the day. I can't remember. It's very back. It's after the launch of Shenhe banner, like Ayaka, the actual Ayaka banner was available for 1 month, right? 1 month time, right? So that's when I last used my. I think it's May 2022. I can't remember. Probably that's the time. That's the time I used my last Wilkin mode. Anyway, then I haven't used any real world money on this game anyway. Till now, probably it will change. So on my first account only. My second account will be an free to play account entirely. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here, and I have revealed my plan. I will be going after Mavuika and Citlali on both of my accounts if that one is necessary. Yeah, I will go after that one, and I'll be going after Shenhe and her weapon on my first account. Then I'm looking forward to Lantern Rite. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, and also the Art Conquest. Mostly the Art Conquest. I'm kind of hyped up for the one. We'll see how that one goes, and also we'll have the Pyro character as well as a Pyro Traveler as well. Sorry, Pyro character. So yeah, Pyro Traveler as well. Start with Mavuika. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to check the title and thumbnail for each video and last comment since I covered it from the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'll be doing a live stream later today. And happy New Year and a happy Christmas if you're watching this one before Christmas. Yeah, bye for now. Take care.